What does a self-made millionaire at just 21 really spend his money on? From a sleek new mansion to a luxury car lineup that rivals industry vets, Lil Tecca's 2025 lifestyle is proof that quiet confidence pays loud. Stick around, because his rise, his riches, and his relationship status might just surprise you. Lil Tecca's rise in the music world reads like something out of a digital age fairy tale. But it was the runaway success of his single Ransom that truly changed everything. The track, whether in its original form or with a feature from the late Juice WRLD, exploded across streaming platforms and international charts. It landed at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, while also making top 10 appearances in countries like the UK, Ireland, and Australia. With over 300 million plays on Spotify and more than 100 million views on YouTube, Ransom didn't just introduce Lil Tecca to the world, it etched his name into the new school rap landscape. His signature melodic flow and smooth delivery continued to draw attention with other tracks like Did It Again, Shots, and Out of Luck, solidifying his style and growing his fan base. At just a teenager, Tecca carved out a multi-million-dollar lane for himself in a genre saturated with talent. With a net worth of $3 million, he's already living what many only dream of, all while staying true to the laid-back, introspective energy that first sparked it all in a kid's bedroom with a gaming headset and a passion for the mic. Tyler Justin Anthony Sharp, known to the world as a rising star in the music industry, entered this life on August 26, 2002, in the vibrant and diverse borough of Queens, New York. His parents, Jamaican immigrants, brought with them a rich cultural heritage that would shape Sharp's upbringing and his perspective on the world. Growing up in the Springfield Gardens neighborhood of Queens, Sharp was exposed to a tapestry of cultural influences, a melting pot of experiences that would inform his artistic vision and his unique style. As a child, Sharp's dreams were as big as the city he called home. He aspired to play in the NBA, a goal that reflected his ambition and his desire to make a name for himself in the world of sports. However, at the age of 12, his path took a turn when he discovered a new passion: music. Drawn to the raw energy and expressive power of hip-hop, Sharp found inspiration in artists like Chief Keef and Speaker Knockers, musicians who would shape his sound and his artistic identity. This newfound love for music led Sharp to redirect his focus and to pursue a career in the industry. He attended Lawrence High School, where he continued to hone his craft and to develop his unique style. His journey from Queens to the music scene was marked by determination, resilience, and an unyielding spirit, qualities that would define his path and his commitment to his art. Sharp's relocation from Queens to Cedarhurst, a village located in Nassau County on Long Island, New York, was another significant chapter in his life. This move brought new experiences and opportunities, further shaping his perspective and his artistic vision. From his early days in Queens to his rise as a musician, Sharp's journey is one of growth, discovery, and an unwavering dedication to his craft. Lil Tecca's journey from gaming headset freestyles to global stardom began in the most unexpected way, while playing Xbox with his friends. At just 9 years old, he turned online banter into rap battles, recording diss tracks for fun and uploading them to SoundCloud. While those early uploads have since vanished, they planted the seed for what would become a serious musical pursuit. His first real taste of the spotlight came in 2017 with Tech Tree, a collaborative track with fellow up-and-comer Gummy Bear. From there, Tecca kept the momentum going, quietly building his catalog with tracks like Callan, laying the groundwork for a breakout moment. That moment arrived in 2019 when his single Love Me briefly flirted with the charts, but it was Ransom that changed everything. Uploaded to Cole Bennett's Lyrical Lemonade channel in May of that year, the track exploded. With its airy cloud rap vibes and bittersweet energy, it rocketed up to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, eventually racking up over 1.4 billion streams on Spotify and 400 million views on YouTube. A remix with Juice WRLD only added fuel to the fire. That same summer, Tecca followed up with Did It Again, which also hit the Hot 100 and would later go double platinum, cementing his status as more than a one-hit wonder. August 2019 brought the release of his debut mixtape, We Love You Tecca, a chart climber that landed at number 4 on the Billboard 200 and featured both versions of Ransom. Riding the wave of success, Tecca dropped collabs like Somebody with a Boogie Wit da Hoodie and Glow Up, proving he had the range and consistency to stick around. He closed the year with Why You Look Mad, a track that hinted at the introspection. Behind the swagger. By 2020, Lil Tecca was expanding his sound and reach. He featured on the Kid Leroy's Diva and dropped his own tracks like IDK and All-Star with Lil Che. His collab with Internet Money, Out of Love, added to his hit parade, followed by another team-up on JLO. But it was September's Virgo World, his official debut album that marked a new chapter. Featuring artists like Lil Uzi Vert on the standout Dolly, the album showed growth, ambition, and a clear vision. The following year saw him featured on Internet Money's Jet Ski with Lil Mosey, another bubbling hit that continued to broaden his reach. Lil Tecca's musical evolution has been nothing short of relentless, fueled by a tireless creative energy and a growing command of his sound. In 2021, he kept the momentum alive with a string of singles that showcased both his lyrical dexterity and melodic instincts. It kicked off with Show Me Up in April, produced by Nico East, followed by Never Left in May, a track that climbed to number 56 on the Billboard Hot 100 and cracked the Rolling Stone Top 100 as well. By July, he dropped Money on Me, and just weeks later came Repeat It, a slick collaboration with Gunna that continued to expand his stylistic reach. Then came a full circle moment. On August 27th, Tecca dropped We Love You Tecca 2, a follow-up to the mixtape that started it all. The sequel featured an impressive guest list, including Gunna, Ian Dior, Chief Keef, Trippie Redd, Nav, and Lil Yachty. Days later, he released a deluxe version, giving fans even more to chew on. Tecca didn't slow down. He popped up on Bankroll Hayden's Come Through and 24K Golden's Prada, the latter becoming a charting hit in New Zealand. He also hit the road for the Tecca Loves You tour, sharing the stage with rising stars Tana, Baktharula, and Avinx Chris. In 2022, the energy kept building. He started the year with Fallon, a romantically melodic track co-written with Amin Eleman and Nathan Andrew Chen and produced by Menno Beats and 99. Then came a standout feature on RD's remix of Flowers, Say My Name, where Tecca's verse made waves for its sincerity and smooth delivery. By summer, he was teaming up with UK pop artist Mabel for Let Love Go and releasing solo tracks like Faster and Trisha. He closed the year on a high note with Blessing, a contemplative cut produced by Young Tago. As 2023 unfolded, Tecca teased his next major project with 4 lead-up singles: Need Me, 500 lbs, 8 Vien on Earth with Kodak Black, and Dead or Alive. Each track hinted at new layers of artistry, paving the way for his third studio album, Tekk, which finally dropped. On September 22nd, after some delays, the album offered 16 tracks plus a bonus cut, debuting at number 11 on the Billboard 200 and earning praise for its cohesion and growth. Several songs charted individually, further validating his evolution. The music video for Down With Me premiered in late December, followed by the bonus track's release as a standalone single in January 2024. Just months later, Tecca entered his Plan A era. In May 2024, he dropped Never Last and Number 2, both, accompanied by visuals, with Number 2 performing notably well in New Zealand and on the hot R&B hip-hop charts. Then came Taste in August, followed by Bad Time, which fans had first heard teased on Instagram Live back in June. September brought the official announcement and release of Plan A, his 4th studio album, which featured only one guest, Don Toliver, but still stood out with its focused sound. It charted in the UK and continued to solidify Tecca's place in the global hip-hop conversation. Now in 2025, Lil Tecca is still pushing forward. March saw the release of Dark Thoughts, a moody, introspective single that's set to appear on his highly anticipated fifth studio album, Dopamine. From Xbox freestyles to international charts, Tecca's rise has been built on consistency, versatility, and a willingness to evolve with every track, every album, and every era. Tucked away in one of Los Angeles' most elite neighborhoods, Lil Tecca's $10 million mansion isn't just a house, it's a lifestyle. From the moment you arrive, you're greeted by an exterior that radiates sleek sophistication with clean, architectural lines and a grand entrance that instantly sets the tone for what's inside. The modern design, both striking and welcoming, feels like a visual drumroll building toward the luxury that unfolds with each step deeper into the property. As you walk through the towering doorway, you're enveloped by an interior that balances elegance with comfort. The living room opens wide with soaring ceilings and floor-to-ceiling windows that showcase sweeping city views. Plush furnishings, artistic decor, and a statement fireplace create an inviting atmosphere, perfect for anything from solo late-night vibes to packed-out house parties. Just a few steps away, the gourmet kitchen gleams with high-end appliances and a center island that practically begs for midnight snacks or post-studio brainstorming sessions. It's a space made for both functionality and flex, whether you're meal prepping or catering a full-on after-party. Move upstairs and the vibe doesn't drop. It only gets more intimate. The master suite is the kind of space that makes you pause and exhale. Picture waking up to sunlight spilling through oversized windows, a massive walk-in closet waiting for your next outfit rotation, and a bathroom that rivals the best five-star hotel, complete with a soaking tub and rain-style shower. The other bedrooms don't fall short either. Each offers its own touch of luxury, perfect for guests, family, or a traveling entourage needing both space and style. But what really sets the home apart is its commitment to comfort and entertainment. This isn't just a house, it's a full-blown experience. Downstairs, you'll find a top-tier home gym to keep up with tour-ready fitness, a private rooftop terrace made for LA sunsets, and yes, a recording studio where inspiration turns into tracks. Whether it's making music, streaming, content, or just vibing with friends, the space invites creativity without sacrificing tranquility. Step outside and the backyard completes the picture. Lush landscaping, mature trees for privacy, and a massive pool ready for summer days and late-night dips. There's a built-in grill, a cozy fire pit, and enough room for a DJ setup, meaning the party never really has to leave the house. And while the city buzzes just minutes away, the gated community offers peace, privacy, and a whole new level of exclusivity. Lil Tecca's home isn't just about luxury, it's about balance. A place where work and play, style and substance, public success and private serenity all coexist under one seriously impressive roof. It's the kind of space that doesn't just reflect where he's at in life, it supports where he's going. At its core, this mansion is more than square, footage, or a price tag. It's a creative sanctuary. The in-home studio is a nod to Tecca's grind, a reminder that behind every hit track is a place that nurtures focus, peace, and inspiration. In a world that constantly pulls artists in every direction, having a base like this is not just a flex, it's a necessity. So as you imagine walking those hallways, chilling on the rooftop, or catching a late-night freestyle session in the studio, remember this: environments shape energy. Whether you're a fan, an artist, or just someone chasing a dream, there's something powerful about creating a space that aligns with who you are and where you're headed. Tecca's home is that kind of space, a blend of vision, vibe, and a whole lot of hard work. Tyler Justin Anthony Sharp, better known as Lil Tecca, may have risen to fame as a teen with the viral hit Ransom, But at 22, his passion isn't limited to beats and bars. It extends deep into the world of sleek machines and high-end rides. Contrary to the exaggerated image that often floats around online, Tecca owns just 3 cars, but they're far from ordinary. His first major purchase was a crisp white 2019 Porsche 718 Cayman. Modest by hip-hop standards, this coupe is anything but boring. It's agile, fast, and refined, much like Tecca's early career, tight, efficient, and full of potential. Rather than flaunting it in his videos, he chose to casually show it off on Instagram while dressed in a Louis Vuitton bomber and Nike slides, as if to say, "I'm luxury, but I'm chill about it." Then there's his second ride, the menacing matte black 2019 Mercedes-AMG G63. This powerhouse SUV is a favorite among rappers for good reason. It blends brute force with high-end elegance. Tecca first revealed the G-Wagon in 2019, subtly parked, behind him in a post more focused on his drip than the V8 beast in the background. Still, the G63's 577 horses and off-road prestige made it an undeniable flex. But the crown jewel of his collection, and the most recent addition, is the stunning 2024 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. At $400,000, it's a statement more than a purchase. The Cullinan embodies peak luxury, and Tecca wasted no time giving its interior his personal touch. Though his upgrades don't compete with, say, Lil Uzi Vert's diamond-drenched modifications, Tecca's Rolls reflects a quieter, more refined version of opulence. He teased the car in an August Instagram post with a cryptic caption, "Me waiting on a bad time." With the Cullinan parked behind him, it was hard to imagine anything going wrong. Yet what makes Lil Tecca even more interesting is his artistic use of cars he doesn't own. He's developed a reputation for switching up rides in nearly every music video, using them as narrative tools and visual candy. Take, for instance, the custom red Nissan 180SX wide-body he showcased in the Money on Me video. It wasn't his, but it fit the vibe perfectly, blending street-level grit with import car culture flair. The 180SX's raw, rebellious aesthetic mirrored Tecca's youthful energy, and while he hasn't added one to his garage yet, it wouldn't be a surprise if he did. And then there are the borrowed Rolls-Royce Ghosts and other luxury whips that have popped up across his visuals over the years, each ride curated for maximum cinematic effect. These appearances aren't just rentals, they're part of Tecca's ever-expanding creative universe, where every car, like every beat, has a purpose. Lil Tecca may not have the biggest car collection in the rap game, but he certainly has one of the most thoughtful. In a world where fame rewires everything, from your daily routine to the people who surround you, Tyler Justin Anthony Sharp, better known as Lil Tecca, has learned a thing or two about growing up fast under the spotlight. Fame didn't just make him popular. It changed the entire shape of his life. As the streams and chart positions climbed, so did the walls between him and a normal existence. And while some people might chase the illusion of flashy friendships and a glittering social circle, Tecca took a different path, one rooted in something much rarer in the industry: authenticity. It's not that he chose isolation, exactly. But when you hit stardom at 16, your world narrows in surprising ways. It's hard for me to be friends with a normal 16-year-old because, the normal 16-year-old isn't focused on the same thing I'm focused on. We can't relate, Tecca once said, peeling back the curtain on the quiet loneliness that often shadows success. For him, real connection isn't about proximity, it's about purpose. That's why he finds more comfort in online relationships than face-to-face hangouts. To him, anything fake just isn't worth it, and he can smell it from a mile away. Long before the world knew his name, it was borrowed, sort of. The name Lil Tecca wasn't born in a studio or a brainstorm session. It came from a girl he used to talk to on Instagram. She had Tecca in her username, lots of C's, and he had his own version, Tecca Hilfiger. When it came time to pick a stage name, he asked her what it should be. Her answer? Call yourself Lil Tecca. And just like that, a viral star had his moniker. It's a small story, maybe, but it says a lot about how fate sometimes hides in casual conversations and Instagram DMs. What's remarkable about Tecca's story isn't just his music or success. It's the quiet resilience with which he's moved through this surreal ride. He never tried to become someone else to fit in. If anything, he leaned harder into who he already was. That commitment to staying real, no matter how unreal his surroundings became, is the thread that runs through everything he does. In a game obsessed with appearances, Lil Tecca's refusal to play pretend is not just rare, it's radical. So many artists lose themselves in the noise. But Tecca? He's found himself in the quiet moments, in the thoughtful choice to keep a small circle, to trust his instincts, and to protect the core of who he is. His journey isn't just about beats and bars. It's about navigating a life where everything is moving fast and still choosing to slow down enough to ask, is this real? That question, more than any other, has guided him from bedroom recordings to Billboard charts. Lil Tecca's rise is a reminder that staying true to who you are isn't just good advice. It's a survival strategy. When you're young, famous, and constantly being watched, the easiest thing to do is become a version of what people expect. But Tecca never took that bait. He'd rather be alone with integrity than surrounded by people who don't see him. And maybe that's what makes his story stick. Because it's not just about making it big, it's about staying grounded while the ground keeps shifting.